Hello, lovelies, how are you all doing? Welcome! We are back with some more Marvel Midnight Suns Nuzlocke. Hello, Sleepless, and hello, Leah, and hello, Chippy. Wonderful to see all of you. Sleepless, you're working on D&D stuff. Ooh, fun. Find Captain Marvel in the war room. Let's go talk with him.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The Gamma signature is...
I'll grab
Sorry,
that.
Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
I'm
Yes,
sure
yeah.
that won't be important.
Hang on a second. Come on.
The Gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the Gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
Ooh, a time travel fix.
We should be able to track this
Yo,
new
fun.
Gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on.
Yeah,
Happens
everyone
to
gets a
everyone.
little,
Well,
stage
okay,
fright.
not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Sounds like
me when
fun,
you're ready.
Sleepless. You want to punch this Tony in the gut so bad? Yeah! He kind of has that vibe.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
To the mirror table!
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards developed.
Aw, yeah, look at us doing that slow-mo stroll. In we go. Also, I tried messing with the mouth sensitivity. I don't know if I want it higher or lower.
Once you reach the other side.
I tried lowering it. I don't know if that's helping. With general, not always me having my mouth agape, so to speak.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fanoff. That.
No clue if it made a difference? Yeah.
Well, hope
That's
is
totally
perhaps
fair.
a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now.
Smartest fanatic in the room. It's a small room.
Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech.
Yeah, let's combine magic with radiation. What could go wrong?
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Thanks for compromising the mission.
Them.
Like, Captain Marvel, what? Carol, what the fuck did you expect was gonna happen?
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Alright,
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
let's take out these two. Hey, Lola.
Feeling strong today.
Who's another one who I can take out real quick with this? Eeny, meeny, miny, you!
Hell.
Ooh. That'll kill two of them.
That's one hell of a move.
And ooh. Let's redraw this one. Shit. Redraw that. I don't need to use healing. But it will give me heroism, so
The light will heal you.
I want the heroism because I can still do things.
helps.
For example, she can, I believe. Oh, I don't have the shove power locked. That'll kill you. That won't kill you. Let's take out the thing that kills at least one person. And that'll be good for now.
Do not think I will forget that.
I really hope I don't regret using that healing spell so early.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected
Okay,
demon hunter.
I want to move Blade before I do that. Let's do this first.
Ought to make things interesting.
Chain Strike. These two.
Let's do it.
That'll move Blade out of the way.
Your mother.
Why the little frowny face, my dear? Is it because I didn't say hi to you? Hello, my dear love. Or would be better to use the photon beam. Is there a way that hits? Shit, that
You make that look almost too easy.
that hurt Hunter. Fuck.
By her command.
Just sad about stuff. Oh,
Don't
sweetie.
try that again.
I know it's difficult right now.
On the move.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching
Ooh,
out the
level
bad
up.
guys.
Good. And pretty sure this just kills you here.
You were too weak for this fight.
Hell yeah! No deaths. We are still in the early game though.
Quickly! Let's go, go, go!
It's a bit comically powered Superman tiered lady launching a blast of energy. It's a miracle it doesn't kill everyone. Yeah!
Watch out!
So each of the characters have their own little unique thing. Carol's, for example, she can go binary mode.
Get her!
What was that weak voice acting? Just that get her. You'd think it would be a little more emphatic. Retrieve the mysterious artifact from the truck. We have to break Hydra Seal Guard's protection to access the truck. And we have to use a card to
For
retrieve
the record,
something.
Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
We gotta get rid of that
Noted,
guy.
Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Let's first heal myself
Light is
real
on our
quick.
side.
Bad direction, probably.
Welcome assistance.
Oh, so close. I'll take out two of them.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Go give him a good little stabbing. Yeah, fuck your shield.
You are a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, I can't grab the... Damn it. Off by one. Well, I have no heroism. I guess I just gotta eat this damage. And I really hope it won't kill me.
Deja vu.
Ow! Y'all can stop.
That's still not gonna be enough.
Someone call for reinforcements?
No, we didn't.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma
Is
and
he
various
self-destructing?
unknown energies.
Unknown to you, there is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
Okay, we got the artifacts. And now we just have to
Less thing
defeat
worry
everyone
about.
else.
Approximately
Hello, Gonzo.
16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Alright. Let's just move somewhere where I won't be in range of his explosion.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
When the fuck did you see someone pull out two Uzis centuries ago?
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Let's redraw one of Carol's abilities.
Don't blink. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
great. Now I can stake something. Let's see. You're about to die. You're not. But if I knock you in... What if I just... drop this?
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Oh, that worked. And then... if I knock you back...
Was that truly your best?
And we take out at least one. What's happening right now? We are stopping Hydra from, doing shit. Good! That's another one down. I mean, they're sleeping. We're heroes. We don't kill people. Silly. Oh, I still have one more card draw I can use. Card I can use. Alright, we'll do, we'll, prepare for next turn.
Even the best can get better.
And that's all I can do, so... Carol's back in action.
I don't think you're ready for this.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial above catalyst.
And done.
We've done it!
Started getting a little more dicey, but hey, we got it done. Oh, wait, right. I also forgot my little,
What is this
symbols.
Bad guy crate, full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols
I'll have to put it on
from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
Okay, now seems like a good time to throw them up. Boop! Symbols up. And loading screen. Yes, I am playing Marvel Midnight Sun as a Nuzlocke. I do get 2 revives per mission, but if the characters die after that, they're gone. And I cannot use them. It's just very slow to load. That loading's also taking a hampering on my character model as well. But it'll be fine. She said, hopefully. Yay, friendship!
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid? You do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the 4th quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night. Exactly.
Wow. out of jail again. Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
And here comes the
Clearly no one from Manhattan.
other
what they
part of
say.
the game.
All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on, you should hang out.
We get to pick people to just hang out with.
I should rest.
Soon.
Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
How do I... There we go. Thank you, Nico, but I am tired. Why, someone's at the door. Who could it be?
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven.
Why not?
Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
We're playing as a... Yay, a little bit.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapon stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Time to learn how to live it up a little.
Talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient winters a little?
Why don't you just have the casket of ancient winters? Isn't that a, I'm pretty sure that's a, Norse god thing?
Despite almost getting blown up, it seems you did pretty well out there.
Anyways, time
Maybe
for our
it's
first
not to the
hangout.
world yet.
This is just watching a movie.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went
So,
through that.
chat, who do we want to
but
romance
I like to deal with it.
first?
It's the only way
Sorry,
forward, right?
build up our
Look,
friendship
I'm
with
glad my mother is
first.
gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your birth mom.
Usual things.
You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my song.
Leo's vote is
to
for
fill the sound
anybody
track with the
except
best
Tony.
examples I can provide.
Valid.
So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I won't forget it. So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me.
Leo, do you
I
have
know
any
it from my
specific
dreams.
preferences?
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No,
I honestly forget who my
Think of it like this.
who my
what a
first
car
one
is,
was when
but I have no idea how
played
to drive.
through. It might have
You're
been
up to
Captain
date,
Marvel.
but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The staff of one interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Can you tell me how the staff
Nico looks
of
cool.
one functions?
Carol is also a good option.
It's
yeah.
blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
See, that is definitely an interesting power.
I had some
Keep
questions
wishing for
about
things,
your
but
old
never the same wish.
The runaways? Sure thing.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear.
And this is
Molly,
definitely
our pint-sized powerhouse.
Stronger fan service for
Carolina,
those more
a
in the
solar-powered
Marvel
sleeper.
side of things.
Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility.
Classic Caroline.
She didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our
I
parents
definitely
got
remember
together to
seeing
reminisce.
trailers
Then we
for
found
this
out two very
for the
disturbing
TV
things.
show The Runaways.
First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
Classic, really.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Yeah, see, Nico gets it.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively.
Soon
Looks
we'll
like
be
you're
out of
finding a way
tutorial
around.
jail.
Maybe making some new friends.
Soon!
I was planning on getting some rest, but
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
to stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much
Yeah,
sooner.
it was a little,
But you should know...
little awkward.
Agatha. She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce. Indomitable. Or maybe just kind to a fault.
Agatha's power. How could she be... gone?
She put her trust in the wrong person. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch.
Time for more,
The Midnight Suns' latest
awkwardness.
A powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
How much do we want to bet it was an accident?
I know the others still harbor a great deal of
Hard
resentment
to
towards
say,
me
Leo.
for it.
Also, so, chat, we have a chance to either do the light path or the dark path. Sort of, you know, general force, good and evil balance sort of thing. When I did my playthrough, I'm pretty sure I did the light path. So, chat, what are we thinking? Do we want to be good? Or are we being a little naughty? What are we thinking? Ooh, Leo's going for it, naughty. And Arlene messaged me. Also says, be a bad girl. Well, if you all insist.
Wanda's powers were so out of control they cost a life. Your decision may have saved lives, if not the entire Abbey.
I like to believe that. Especially given her current situation.
We go in dark mode.
Agatha. It seems we have lost them both
From
now.
from an edgy e-boy to an edgy dark girl.
Hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't.
We can't get away from the darkness. It's all about the darkness. The hunter can follow the path of light or dark based on choices and abilities they use. Powerful rewards expect us. Alright, doggo, lead the way. Let's go press F to pay respects.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable
Peter
eyes,
pissed.
Hunter.
Damn, Leo.
Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Not everyone can speak with the dead. Duh.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You know, it honestly depends on how things go and stuff. Sometimes being a ghost isn't too bad, honestly. It depends,
you need to
honestly.
take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can.
Yes,
safely
so
lift
for
the
example,
veil on a
the
few
TV
more
show
of those secrets.
Ghosts,
What's
which
the worst that can happen?
Arlene and I very much enjoy. There's 4 seasons right now. It's on Paramount Plus. This is not sponsored. It involves basically a woman who can see ghosts and her husband. Her husband is not a ghost, nor can he see the ghosts. And basically she runs a B&B and deals with the several ghosts that live on the property. and just their general things that they do. But each of the ghosts have special powers.
Looking portal is known as a blood gate.
For example,
You're
one
the
of them
only
can
one
go
alive
into
who
your
can pass
dreams,
through it.
another's humming can be
Blood
heard.
Caretaker's
One can
handbook?
essentially
Yes,
mess with
Sarah got a little
electricity.
overprotective after the accident with Wanda.
One of which
It's
can
become something
walk
of a
through
habit
people
for
and
her.
just make them
I have
horny.
What lies
Incredibly
beyond is meant
horny.
for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
So,
I
these
do.
are special
But it's always polite
challenge
to
gate
ask.
things.
Ominous indeed.
These will not count for the deaths if I die in them. Lower level heroes will automatically level up as the hunters level rise. Which is good. It means I don't have to keep like I have XP share on.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This
Time to fight some demon dogs.
exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The
Good
old
dog.
gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
How mandatory are these trials that we have to use a death doesn't count here?
As the goddess
mandatory
of balance
enough.
and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
You were too weak for this fight.
Let's do a little howl over here. Marked enemies,
They cannot possibly match your strength.
they will, for the next 2 turns, refund a card play when killed. So, if, say, Charlie KOs
Some
and
for the
makes him
rest of us.
draw a card, it also refunds said card.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Getting
I'm
all
impressed.
these cards.
Your time has come.
Back you go.
Your mother abandons you.
Alright, can I get them all in this one turn? I got 4 enemies. Attack 1, throw the rock at the other. I can't throw the rock here. This can only be shoved into one of them. But if I move Hunter here, I should be able to leap and jump there. Alright, let's try this.
Now that was
Attack
something.
that one. rock this one. Have Hunter move there. Doing a leaping attack on this one. Oh! Just barely not enough. Damn it. Alright.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't. Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Yeah! One trial done. Two stars. Yeah, I got puppy girled. Damn. But, I mean, technically those are mandatory, as I need to conquer them in order to get, abilities that I need to traverse the overworld here, well, in the hub world, so to speak. And those are kind of important for some progression, so they are mandatory, I guess.
This looks like the ones here.
Oster's gifts allowed magical locks and gates to be opened.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood.
We must be after the
Your lineage
crypts.
follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves.
Gods.
And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Oop, wrong button. Shove open.
Ashtur smiles upon me.
Thought so. Oh, I don't have any keys. Okay.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet.
They were broommates.
Good night, Hunter.
thing on. Hunter, please come to the forge.
Almost out of the tutorial, I swear.
Again, that's Hunter.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
So as Tony
boss.
opens the gamma coils, Strange here opens the Hydra boxes.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I would be highly suspicious of anything that Hydra has had in its possession. My advice would be to do what Tony says. Destroy
go in dark mode
immediately.
With all due respect, Hunter, that would be short-sighted and foolish. For one thing, it's very, very hard to dispose of magical items. The repercussions are sometimes unexpected. Besides, I need all the magical items I can get.
And why is that?
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing.
I will say again, it's very nice to,
Me too, Hunter.
have a break from doing
Now,
different
all
voices.
This talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare. What have you brought me today? Should do it. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum
Bro
is
kept
no
it
common
in like a
domicile to my
nightstand.
These barbarians
Yes,
have no
Leo,
idea what they
yes.
possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. This is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
And now these...
Fascinating. This artifact is mundane in every conceivable
It gives
way.
me essences, attack essence, heroic essence, and skill essence, for example.
It's fortunate that we haven't...
And those can be used to conduct research projects. So we still have one more to do with, Blade. Single combat items. Let's build the war
as
thing.
well.
And we still have a gamma coil to open up.
Let's see what we've got here. Take your pick, Hunter.
Ooh. Let's grab... Eeny, meeny, miny... You! We always want Hunter at the best, strength that she has. So let's take out, for example, the slash. And replace it with a charge.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
Yes, we're still in the tutorial, would you believe me? And I'm sure those tarot cards will be important for something later.
Curious.
Gotta look at everything.
What is this?
Because if she dies, we're fucked for... yeah. Pretty much. Well, again, Leo. Hunter is required for every story mission. If she goes down, I am down a player, a character in all
the Forge is pretty badass.
Basically future story
the
missions.
Creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
I am the scourge of the Lilin. My name is whispered in fear across the 7 hells. When I fight, I make war, not make-believe, Robbie. Be sure your Sparky is ready to do the same.
Damn, Hunter! You talk the same kind of smack that he does. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Let's go spar with a Ghost Rider.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of...
Let's do this. Not everyone wants my
And so
advice,
those essences
but they're
that
gonna
I
get
was
it
picking
either
up
way.
and getting from the relics are important to upgrade things. As you can see that it costs 2 slashes and an attack essence. Every day, Hunter can choose a new partner to spar with.
Maybe you should be the spirit of
Yeah, Robbie's one of those
Hunter,
nice little
report to the
himbos,
war
so
room.
to speak.
We've got a mission.
And we've upgraded Slash. Cards can only be upgraded 1 time. Alright, Carol, what,
You called for me, Captain?
what tutorial are
Telling
you
ya,
throwing me
Carol
through
works
now?
Too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city, but we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York. Or anywhere, for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Every second we delay is a victory for Lilith. I have little patience for child's games in the midst of our war.
No argument there. Look, I don't know if you've noticed it, but she seems to like you. I've known Magic just about as long as you have, and all I've gotten from her is a few
yes, because we've bonded
words I'm afraid
so
to translate.
long with Magic.
Maybe you'll do better.
Fine. I will retrieve her.
Well,
How the fuck do you retrieve her? She literally just, like, disappeared.
I shall return shortly.
Fingers crossed.
Time to go find her. Somewhere. Nico!
Hey,
Nico, do you know where Magic is? We need her.
Let me guess. To open another portal? She's getting a little tired of being the only person here who can do that. Can't say I blame her.
This is serious, Nico. Where is she?
Not sure. But I know she's been looking for Wanda's grimoire, so maybe check in Wanda's room?
Thanks for your help.
Another treasure chest, but I can't open it.
Does not seem right to intrude in their space. This room belonged to the
Magic is your primary vote. Hells
Wanda.
yeah, Leo.
It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers.
Yeah, there's a
She would
lot
never
of
let me
talking
read
in
it.
this game.
So now I read it.
That is no child's book. Lose focus for 1 second and be lost completely.
Yeah, my
in
ADHD
pages.
ass would be
Let me guide you through it.
You do not own the darkness, Hunter. I was also raised within it. So much so I barely remember a time without it. And now Wanda has this in common with
My
us too.
God, we're back in Kingdom
Now
Hearts
she's going
again.
To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
You have Leo, how do you not know this?
Then put the damn book down and help me get her back.
You are nothing if not direct. Not to mention unrelenting. I can respect that.
See, Magic likes us
And
being a
perhaps
bit
you
of
are
a
not entirely
bad
incorrect.
girl.
Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more
If
on
you
his
didn't know, it's
magic.
because I didn't tell.
No
Leo,
matter.
I
I will
definitely
be
told
there
you
when
at
you are
some
ready,
point.
Hunter. Goodbye.
And back to talking again.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Alright, and now we get to do the, non-story mission stuff. Well, actually this one might still be the story stuff. But we get to choose a, another person to join us. Though I do know we need Blade for one more thing. But Ghost Rider is, at a bonus right now. What are we thinking? Do we take Blade so we can unlock that next thing in the Forge? Or do we take Ghost Rider, who's at a little bit of a bonus right now? Blade is a little stronger. We'll take Blade. Back with the warehouse crew. You're right. Leo, I remember saying to you, what was the, who are the three who are, like, the most important?
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area...
Like, who are the three who are used most in, story missions? Because they will be who I definitely want to focus on. Now, meet the, next type of story missions. Destroy the target. Time to go destroy a helicopter. Some enemies will have cards that we can
Captain
take
Marvel
from
was
them.
right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Blade, Magic, and Rider. Alright. So Blade and Magic are our big ones that we want to really look at. Hey, there we go. I'll take that card. Thank you very much. Infinite vulnerable. Now, we have to take out the thing before it takes off. Then we have to kill everybody else. That won't hit anybody. But if Carol does it... Oh, costs too much. Won't hit anybody. Shock, but that's not too useful right now. Alright, for now I think we'll just hold our turn.
We will not fail. Engaging target. That's not supposed to hurt.
Ow!
They are still...
Right. Incapacitate. My bad.
Reinforcements.
I'm
Your
sorry.
death won't be in vain.
Yeah, so Hydra has just
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing.
suicide
The
bombers.
disruptor you so narrowly escaped within our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Let's just hit a few of those in a round.
Now you're just showing off.
Alright, and now I need her to, move somewhere. Now, won't get her killed. Think that's a good spot.
I feel great.
She can go binary. Playing 3 cards will draw the go binary ability, and she will do a lot more damage. Aw, yeah, I think Blade's about to get hit. Let's move Blade. And let's just take this out. Two of them? Wait. One of our 2 characters might probably miss. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I misread that. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
For a Hydra!
Right now they're attacking Marvel, which is... and Hunter, which is fine. Also, I need to take out that helicopter.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Damn it, I can't knock him into anything. Let's do a quick... Let's get rid of that guy.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Not enough heroism. Knock you into you.
That's not good.
I feel more like myself every day.
Let's heal up Blade.
Walk in the light.
I owe you one.
Blade, how about you go stab this helicopter real quick? Blade just immediately gets caught by the helicopter. Blade's doing that move.
Are not the only ones who should fear.
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
And... Carol? Nope. Alright, just gonna have to eat this turn.
will never forsake her.
And she loses binary.
Don't try that again.
Your sacrifice will be remembered.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow this human...
And let's just... that way.
Stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother.
Dude, do you ever shut up?
Time's up for these chumps.
Not enough heroism. Let's refresh. Maybe I can get something good? Nah, I think I just have to eat the hit here.
You'd think after 80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already.
He'll hurt the hunter, but I can survive this hit.
Did someone feel a breeze? I can feel her corruption spreading.
You know what? Go for a swim, buddy. You need to cool off.
You were too weak for this fight.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
You see, not only does Faustus have a radio, he's on our comms, apparently.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it.
Ooh, I wonder who that was. And now that we did a mission during the day, it's time for the evening hangout. Once the game loads in. Mission rewards are tied to hero levels, so as I gain levels, the rewards will improve.
Well,
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
I'm not a mind reader, Magic. Speak plain.
You know, Hunter, one of the things I like about you is your intolerance for
How many
both,
story missions?
even from me.
Let's
Stop
see.
speaking in riddles and just tell me what is on your mind.
There was the first one when we
It is
went to the
not what's on my
sanctum.
mind I'm
Well,
worried
there were the
about.
two in the beginning.
What worries you then?
When
The
I was
one
holding
with
the
Iron Man and
trans-dimensional door for
Strange.
you back there, I
There
sensed something was at the
was
docks with you.
the one
Something
in the sanctum.
dark and familiar.
There was the
What did
one
you
on
see,
the
Iliana?
New York City streets.
I did not see. I said, I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
We got the thing.
Oh?
And then
Something has shifted in limbo. But I cannot quite put my finger
there
on
was
it.
the warehouse.
All I know is that whatever is happening is
And then
also
this one. So
strangely familiar
5
to
so
me.
far.
And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
I know what you mean. Danger is something I am a little too comfortable with myself. Reminds me of my mother. There is almost a comfort in it.
Yes, you understand.
Yeah, I like how
Not
Magic
really
likes
can.
our
I'd like to be left to my
the
thoughts
edgy
now, Hunter.
edge
still have a lot
girl
of thinking to do.
ways.
While I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through limbo, I will let you know if I do.
We've done 5 out of 21 story missions in 3 hours and still in the tutorial. Actually, I think we're out of the tutorial now. Time to go do a hangout. Fuck! Okay. Blade. I don't think right now we can't do a hangout with, Magic, so, who are the other ones you said? Nico and Marvel? Well, Nico is here, but she's not available for a hangout.
We aimed high and we hit our mark.
We'll go with Carol. Let's have a drink.
What's Robbie's deal? I can't figure him out. Don't get me wrong, I like him, but then he turns into a burning psycho when we're on mission.
Have you spent any time with him outside of a mission?
No, I spend too much of my time in the war room.
If you want to figure him out, just talk to him.
You're not wrong. All right, I'll do it.
What are you thinking?
Challenging him to an arm wrestling contest?
Maybe a video game before that?
Yeah, good call. This
Yeah.
was a blast, Hunter.
Aw, yeah. And hey, we got her one-piece swimsuit. Aw, yeah. Right, we're still actually technically still in the tutorial.
I'm glad to see you're
Gods.
getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
I
think to advise them.
What is it you
Remember,
think I am
Leo.
doing exactly.
Don't be coy.
As she said,
Does
she
not
knows
suit
what a
you.
car is, but she doesn't know how to drive.
I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
Ah, don't you love being blamed for things that, you know, no one fucking told you about?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
Gay!
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand.
Nice background noise.
She
Aww,
needs this time.
I'm glad to hear that, Sleepless. I'm glad
Sending Wanda away,
that I
sealing
can
the
be
library,
background
that
noise for
elaborate
you.
memorial she conjured up.
I hope
She
your
didn't waste any time
world building's
trying to
going
bury
well.
what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to
Ooh,
grieve.
yes, please do.
When that happens, we'll see each other again.
Also, Sleepless, you should totally
I
have
trust
your
you will do what is right
D&D
for Sarah.
friends subscribe to me.
What is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed.
Oh, it's okay, Sleepless. You just gotta
Knowing
be
that
coy
Sarah
about
had
it.
no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
I have to restore what was taken from the altar. The damage I've done can only be reversed when all the elemental rods have been returned.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get
Exactly! Leo's right. You just have to gaslight
Since
your
when has that
players.
ever stopped you?
Never let them know what's actually
Let's meet
real.
out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Just building up my arcane knowledge. Agatha's altar is this way, evidently. Open sesame!
She believes in our purpose.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Leo, did you eat her
You
lentils?
old, dead woman.
Oh. Hocus pocus.
Aw, yeah.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone.
Throw that in your
Each
vocab.
represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts.
Is
so
it
far.
probably swearing on the mission? You
key
said
can
that
be
there's
used to
21
open that
story
chest
missions need to be
nearby.
beginning. We certainly be. Well, I
Like
mean, two
so
of those
many
were
other oddities around
technically
here, those chests tend to appear before
tutorials,
those
I
who
guess?
deserve them most.
I'll have to go back through them.
Make
things.
yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
I will have to double check numbers and everything, Silvia. Hunter, despite all of her skills and everything, has failed to learn how to jump up a ledge. I do believe... Gods! Right as I was about to say we're out of the tutorial. I think we're finally free. I think we're finally free. And just in time, too. Alright, let me save. Oh, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of our stream. Thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been a tutorial-filled stream. If you like what you saw, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and telling a friend. Every little bit helps. I will be back tomorrow. We're gonna do some, we're gonna find out, are you smarter than a 5th grader? I hope to see you then. In the meantime, don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. Check out my short forms and highlights here on YouTube. And join me and the other bunch over in the Cinnamon Bakery Discord. There you can find schedules, discussions, and info about how to support me and a growing group of other awesome VTubers. Links to everything are down in the description below and on my profile page. I hope to see you there. So, until next time, be safe, stay lovely, break out of that tutorial jail, make good choices, and I will see you lovely folks next time. Until then, bye-bye.